Here we go. As you can see, I'm rolling with the Liberation Front Spartan class. From what I can tell, this class is designed to be very in your face, very rush in there and kill everything on sight. Which anyone that knows high gameplay will know that that's pretty much what I love to do. As this is the first time on the map, obviously, I'm rushing towards the control point, knowing that that will get us team points. As you can see, there is ground flames, they will hurt you. I didn't know this first time, so I decided, flames, must stand in them. But obviously anyone that's played World of Warcraft will know flames equal bad. Especially if you stand your tanks in flames. Been there, done that, wiped on the boss. Many times. As you can see, we're off to a relatively good start. My team has 3 of the 6 victory points, whilst the enemy, the Shadow Revolution, have 2. At the moment, I'm just chasing off some troops and decided, maybe this victory point looks good. I'm blocking off their retreat with a couple of turrets. The turrets were completely unnecessary, never came out that way, and I ended up deleting them in the end. Lessons learned, don't put turrets where they're not needed, they're just a waste of resources. Now I know this is alpha, and therefore things are probably going to change, but there is one very small, could easily be changed thing, and that's there's no difference in the colours of different players on the minimap. It just becomes one big yellow blur when you have too many people in one area, which is annoying. Extremely small thing, but still kind of annoying. I suppose it'd be hard to get 28. Yeah, the most I can think of is, I don't know, 12? Maybe they should go to, God, I've gone a blank. Place with a dog, Dulux. They have colour sheets with like 7 million different colours and names for colours. So I'm sure they'd be able to source them out with different colours for their map. I can just imagine that now, a game designer going down to a paint shop. You know what? I think I'll have this tank in mauve. Wait a minute. Mauve clashes with my enemies. Oh, go put them in a different shade of green. Now should I go for sunset green, grass green, grass green? Oh god, too many colour greens. Why not from one a bit? Anyway. What's happening at the moment is units are getting the shit kicked out of them. I'm trying to solo capture a victory point, which is never a good idea. Never try to solo anything. It's going fairly well, but I've got my turrets deployed still in a line somewhere that are completely useless, whilst my units are getting the shit kicked out of them. 50 shades of brown. The units I have deployed at the moment are kind of good against tanks and very good against infantry and aircraft. That's all part of End of Nations rock paper scissors sort of idea to fighting. Ooh, I'm actually capturing this. I can't remember this. That's probably why. Units destroyed. Am I going to do it? Am I going to solo a victory point? Victory point echo? Am I? I think I am.
We've lost the victory point.
For the win! Who needs the help of 27 other people when you have flames? In the name of flame indeed. Which is actually quite a good reference. This game is made by the guys that created the original Command & Conquers. And anyone that has played those knows that In the Name of Cain is one of the main chants of Tiberian's son, the second in the installation. Bit of a geeky reference for you. Another bit of a geeky reference, the music in this is done by the same guy that made the music for the original Command & Conquers, which have very epic music.
Covering of 6.
So, what's going on elsewhere in the map? We currently have, now after my brilliant solo efforts, we have 4 out of the 6 control points, and I'm now going to advance towards the bomber relay, which is one of the super weapons on the map.
Covering all approaches.
I thankfully find it unguarded. I think my units have had 10 balls of shit kicked out of him at this point and probably couldn't take
We've lost the
much
victory
resistance.
point.
Thankfully, capture on the super weapons are a
Landing
bit
zone
easier
captured.
than capturing a victory point.
Victory
Even
point
just getting
captured.
the super weapon out of the enemy's hand is an achievement
We've
from
lost
those.
the control point.
Oh, apparently we control all landing points, which is brilliant if I actually do how to change these. At this point in the time, we have all but one victory point. That's amazing. One thing that I've noticed from playing later games in this is that if you get momentum in this game, it is pretty hard to stop.
Control point
Again, like
captured.
changing alpha, blah 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 blah. But as you can see,
We've
I'm
lost the
considering
victory point.
what to do now. Notice that we've lost my brilliant solo efforts have gone for nothing. It's gone back to them. So I've decided to run up and try and capture that again.
Victory point.
I've got my super weapon on my side now, so let's deploy that.
Combat orders?
See that work. Well, that just destroyed that one turret. That showed that one turret who's boss.
We've lost the landing zone.
I managed to retake this with a little help from my friends.
Following your lead.
Mr.
Get me out of here!
I'm sorry, I didn't capture your name. I'm sure you're a very good player. I just have no idea who the hell you are, so thank you, mystery person.
Captured.
Unfortunately,
We've
now
lost
that
the
we've
victory
captured this
point.
one, as often happens in this kind of game, you lose another one. It's like juggling plates. You put all your effort into one plate, and then the other plate decides to fall off and break itself. So, mad dash of all my
Watching
units
your back.
over to the other one. Thankfully, since I haven't gone again, I haven't specialised particularly against heavies, my units are quite fast. Again, might change, blah blah blah. I'm going to stop saying that because you know it's going to change. That was my commander ability. I just get a tank, fill it with napalm,
Following your lead.
fly it over the top, and bada bing, bada boom, you've got toasty, crispy units.
We've lost the victory point.
I feel that my napalm helped,
Landing
even though it
zone
probably didn't.
captured.
As you can see, there are a lot of fighting with
Ready to move.
massive amounts of... Well, let's just say for a big map with lots of people on, I only seem to be fighting with 2 or 3 people. It's a bit weird.
Victory point.
I guess I'm just deciding not to fight by the enemy
We've
spawn.
lost the victory
Maybe it's a good
point.
thing, maybe it's a bad thing, I don't know. It's not to me to
We've
debate.
lost the victory point.
But this is a bit stupid for me. I decided to try chasing the enemy, even though I'm out of their range. So I decide to pull my units back because I just can't micro the game enough.
We've
Oh well.
lost the control point.
So yeah, I love that. That is probably one of my favourite unit speeches. Next to "You see me rolling, you hate it.
Ready to roll.
I really can't sing for shit." Try and capture the bomber relay. Fortunately,
Unit destroyed.
I do lose my big badass unit.
Captured.
Pull everything back. Or
Archimedes
do I?
heading out.
No, I don't. Trying to do a bit of microing. Let my
Unit has
I
arrived.
hate it. Trying to catch me mind.
No, I did not choose my units according to the awesomeness of their movement forces.
You're rolling.
We've lost the landing
Anyway,
zone.
I just moved them back behind friendly units in order for them to be fired on and me not, you know, the coward's way out. Meanwhile, over in Echo Point, which I'm now from now on calling my point, the victory point's being captured even though there's air units in the area. Unfortunately, air units cannot capture victory points, and any enemy units in the area will be able to capture that. So I moved ground units in just to counteract the, you know, capturing of the victory point. That big red circle is a debuff applied to my unit by an enemy. So if there was an enemy nearby, I'd have to move out, or else I'd take increased damage. But thankfully, none of that has to happen, since I'm pretty solitary here on my echo point. My echo point, no one else's. Simultaneously control our victory points. As you can see, we now have 6 victory points at the same time, which is a pretty epic achievement. The next match I did play was with the community manager for the forums.
We've lost the victory
Yay!
point.
And we basically snotted the enemy. We had all 6 victory points for pretty much the whole of the match, and understandably won. As you can see, the bar by the allies section is getting dangerously close to being full, which means we're very close to winning. Noticing this, I decide to go for some of the points that I've not gone for previously in the match, and blow the hell out of some helicopters. Yeah, helicopters get missiled. It's a new word. Look it up. After chasing off that potential threat to
Covering all approaches.
our super weapon that was
We've lost the
non-existent,
victory point.
I decided to chase in for Victory Point Foxtrot. Just a bit too late, because that's already being wiped by some friendly units.
Locked on.
And here we go with my
Ship destroyed.
anti-air. Doing very little damage, but it doesn't really matter. We captured the victory point. We all cheer. Huzzah! Huzzah for Victory Point Foxtrot.
Come on, baby.
I have no idea whose that one is, but it's not mine. That's mine.
What are my orders?
No, it's not. That's Delta. It's not Delta. I want to see Echo. Oh well. As you can see, we have very nearly won.
Landing zone selected.
I changed my landing zone,
Unit
not
destroyed.
noticing that we've nearly won. I'll have a quick look at some of the other
Boundary
bits
is
of the map.
ours.
And we won.
Good work, boys. The gearheads at HQ are anxious to get this place up and running.
The first ever
Unit destroyed.
End of Nations 56-man PvP battle, and I won it as part of a team. Victory was indeed had by Spice. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this vid, then be sure to like, subscribe, and whatever the hell you feel like doing. Comment even if you want to. And thank you for watching.